Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, is H1 streaming today? Do I gotta do 30 push-ups? Yeah, are y'all gonna make me do? If I gotta do 30 push-ups, I'm ending the stream immediately. All right. Straight up ending the stream immediately if I gotta do 30 push-ups. What's up, Light? How you doing? Maxless, how you doing? What's up? What's good? This is H1. We're going to be running it back with another episode talking about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding again. All right? And we got a chess lesson today. We got another one to go. And thank you for the YouTube likes. I appreciate it. 35 push-ups. I was starting to doubt here. What you mean 35 push-ups? Come on, man. Look. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you the 35 push-ups because we are not doing a video game break again. I don't got time. I'm late. And for your information, the reason why I was late, because I was curating some content for the Patreon, which is going to be uploaded tomorrow. All right. So I got like a cool little blog coming up about something. I mean, it's a lot of good information. It was pretty cool writing that. Why am I dressed up? We need to do like dress up Wednesdays or something. You know, I just wanted to be I don't know, just wanted to dress like this. I don't know. The vest gets you. It catches people off guard. One time during I wore this vest to dang it. I wore this vest to a chess lesson because I'd be having chess lessons online, and I was like doing something. I just got done like going to the library or whatever, and I didn't have time to change clothes. So I came over here, had the vest on. He was just looking at the vest the whole time. I was like, bro, you know, I need to get more vests like this. I actually like this, but I had this vest since for a minute. Let's just say that, for a minute. My local college thought I was too good to be in their club tournaments. I think that's good. That is good. But at the same time, now you have the opportunity to teach them, because you should take the role as the coach player. But don't go to the tournament. Just be there to supervise. Be the arbiter. Be a part of the community. All right? Don't act like you're above everybody. What's up, Chessman Rez? How you doing? This dude wants that. Hey, Chessman Rez, you didn't answer my. Did he ever answer my question in the Discord? Are you gonna be more present? If you want the mod spot, are you gonna be more present in the Discord? That's the only way I'm giving you the mod spot, because Patzer Gamer Prehistoric. I mean, they're always here. Oh, you did? My bad. I haven't. Like, if you're messaging me directly, always put like at H1 Chess, because I have it turned off. I have all my notifications turned off on Discord except for the ones that directly contacts me. And so, you know, just keep that in mind. If you're trying to contact me on Discord, I'm probably not going to respond if you don't do at H1 Chess. Got a few games. Well, I got a couple games. It depends on how long the first game takes to get through it. But these couple games is going to be Hikaru Nakamura by Hikaru Nakamura. So hopefully y'all ready for that, because I know I am. Which one do we want to go over? No, not that one. Let's go over this one first. That's a good one. Okay. I did. Is everybody here yet? Does anybody got any chess questions before we start? That's usually what I do beforehand. I'm not just sitting up here and doing nothing. I usually answer chess questions until we officially get started. So if you have any questions, this is the best time to ask. Because once we get into the lesson, some questions I will not be able to answer. Like for all the people that says, for example, oh, show me what the Scotch Gambit looks like. This is like your time to ask it, not during a lesson. Not, you shouldn't be asking that during a lesson. But let me post these videos right quick, and then yeah, we can get started. Okay, ain't gonna read all that. What am I not gonna read? This year have been slowly improving in chess by watching GMs on YouTube. Now I think I have to work on a board awareness and tactics. I learned so much in just 6 months after knowing how to play chess since I was a kid. I finally started beating bots and people, but I have made really slow progress since improving a lot from being a beginner for so long. Yeah, that's usually what happens, right? Because as you're a beginner, you can learn a lot, right? You're learning how the pieces move, you're learning tactics. You can improve at a fast rate, but as you get better, the rate slows down, the progress slows down. It's just like learning an instrument, right? You can probably quickly learn how to play Itsy Bitsy Spider, the sound in that, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it's gonna take you some time to learn other songs that are a little bit more complicated. It's gonna take you years. It's the exact same progress. So as things get harder, the progress is gonna get slower, and you just gotta follow it. You just gotta keep on beating the dead bush. Yeah, it's frustrating. I bet. I know. I get it. I love you. Michael B. Jordan is wild. I would say I look more like Marcus from Detroit Become Human than, than Michael B. Jordan. That was the funniest one. But I appreciate the compliment. All right. But hey, I look like H1. Are you looking at one of Hikaru's games to become the Louisiana State champion? I'm actually looking at not that was the previous tournament, right? He's somewhere else right now. Or is that the same place? But we are going to be looking at a couple of those games of Hikaru going against some 1900s. We are going to be looking at a couple of these games because they are actually really instructive, and most people are at this level and they want to know how to beat these people that are 1900 because they're really hard to beat. They're really hard to beat. Let me post these videos right quick and then we can get started. In-game tactic. Just do like simple hashtag chess. Keep trial. There we go. Let's post these videos on. All right. Okay, we posted the first video. Okay. Louisiana was one, Iowa is another. There's probably more. I think we're going over the one in Iowa then. We're going over the game in Iowa. When to play King's Indian as black. When to play King's Indian as black? I don't get that question. You can play the King's Indian against anything that white plays. Smart. Hello. How are you doing? Years from 600 to 900 ELO. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long time. And you might be, it actually takes longer than that. It used to take longer. But depending on how you improve, you can become faster. Wait a minute, did I turn that on? Okay. We're going to go live on TikTok and then we're going to go over this game. Because I like this game. It's really instructive. Did y'all see Charlie? Oh my goodness. Oh, I do not want to remember that. It's a very sad day that I have to have that on my timeline. Oh. Yeah, thank you, Pastor Gamer, for that too. Yeah, we don't talk about politics, religion, but goshly. I'm just saying I did not want to see that when I went on X. That was something, goshly. But yeah, we keep away from the political stuff. It's sad, that some stuff is whatever. No opinion. No opinion. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's just stick on the chess subject though. Let's just stick on the chess subject. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go live on TikTok pretty soon. Sorry, did not know. It's okay, Smart. It's okay. It's what everybody's talking about, so it was bound to happen. It was bound for somebody to mention something like that. It was bound to happen. I get it. I understand. I should have stayed away from X after all that went down. Yeah, it's like the one thing that I hate about social media is that like it's hard to when something blows up, it's just really hard to stay away from stuff like that. Or it's really hard for the social media platform to guard against stuff like that. Because I didn't. It's like, bro. And then just people, and it's like, gosh, Lee, bro. There needs to be like a social media platform. Like, okay, so there's a YouTube Kids section, right? There needs to be like an adult section, but like, you get what I'm saying? Like, why does everything has to be like 18 plus? Why can't it just be like 18, but like neutral 18? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I didn't explain that clearly, but you know, I'll formulate my thoughts and explain it a lot officially earlier, a lot officially later. You look spiffy, H1. Thank you. I try. You know, I try to be y'all the best unk out here. I try to. There's this girl that used to work for a BuzzFeed that has a video in training like a GM in chess. I haven't seen it, but I wonder how she did and if it worked. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Chess lessons specifically reviewing games. Yes, sir. Is everybody ready though? Everybody's ready? I'm going to turn on TikTok. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get started. Did I not add a title? What the? TikTok doing new stuff. I didn't know that I didn't add a title. Okay, cool. Have you played Clash Royale? Yes, I have. I used to love that game until like there's a certain point where I didn't want to put too much time in it anymore because clearly I would have had to put a whole lot of time into the game. And I didn't want to take that much time. I wanted to just I wish I was an adult playing Clash Royale because I would have, as a single man, I would have just put $100 into the game so that I can just improve a lot faster than the other people. But clearly that's not how that goes. Anyway, how y'all guys doing? This is H1. We're going to be running the back with another episode talking about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding again. Just making sure everything is okay. Everything is good. All right. Okay. So we got this game. Hikaru Nakamura. Going against this 1900 Benjamin. And this game was actually really instructive. And the other reason why I picked this game is because he actually played an opening that I play a lot. Y'all know I'm a big Trompowsky attack player. And Hikaru Nakamura just proved why it's OP. So let's get into it right quick. How many trophies, Unk? Got a lot. I don't know how many specifically. I haven't counted it in a while. Unk, you got me a hype. Let's get into it. So, first of all, what is the move for white? What is the first move? This dude. I need the Pastor Gamer, can you change that? The beautiful black skin. I was just trolling. Change it to something more appropriate, like a wise old man or something. change to something more appropriate. But what is the best move for, not the best move, but what is the move that was played here for white? Because white was, Hikaru Nakamura was the white pieces. Gross. What? What do you mean gross? To anybody that wants to argue with me about these pieces being yellow rather than white, you're clearly mistaken. These are white pieces. These are black pieces. I don't know why I'll always get comments on these being yellow pieces and these being brown pieces. Do you really want me to do this whole lesson by saying, let's start the yellow pieces first? That makes no sense. So, what did white play here to start off the game? How can we get into the Trompowsky attack? What do you think, Patrick Gamer? You're correct. We got this first move here by white, Hikaru Nakamura, D4. And after this move, D4, we have D5. So, what can we play next here? We're Hikaru Nakamura, we're going against the 1900, and we want to win. We want to challenge the opponent as much as possible with the weird opening. What's the best way to play the Kali system if they castle long? Probably castle long with them, right? You can castle long with them or confront them with it. Because it is kind of weird if you play the Kali system and they castle long, because you place the bishop on b2 to attack the king side. So you have to choose to either open up the center or just castle long with them and play a normal game, or castle king side and try to attack them on the queen side, but you're going to have an awkward bishop on the b2 square. Those are the things that you would have to think about. But let's continue on with this game. We're Hikaru Nakamura. What is the next move here? Not c4. Yeah, Patrick Gamer, you are correct. And if you guess the best move, or the move that the Grandmaster played, you will get a shout out by me, by H1. So let's get started. Make sure that you like the video too. If you're on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, follow, do what you gotta do, because your boy is making free content, giving you the sauce to become a better chess player. Now, after bishop to g5, knight to f6, what was played next? What's the main move that is played here in this position? If you're a Trompowsky attacking player, you should know. But if you don't know, let's learn from the best. This is how we learn. Jonathan, you're correct. We got this waiting move e3. E3. And it helps us to figure out how we want to develop our pieces. This is a very flexible move to figure out what black wants to do here. And they played a lot of theory. So next we got this move c5. What does white play next? Because with this move c5, now we do something thematic, which is kind of counterintuitive for most people that play a different opening. But in this Trompowsky attack, we have to do this. What's up, Chess Noob? How you doing? What's going on in your YouTube chat? They're going in, right? They're trying to pick out the next move. Who said it? I think somebody already said it, but his name is a flag. Good job, though. Bishop takes on f6. Why are we giving away our bishop for a knight? We always got to answer that question. Well, black can capture two ways. Number one, they can capture with g-pawn, which give them a central mass and is going to be a dynamic type of structure. This is the type of structure that grandmasters want against weaker players, so that they can outpower their opponent strategically. But if they capture with the e-pawn, which happens here, there's another challenge by black. They can castle on the king side, but they have double pawns, and now black has to deal with this d5 pawn that has no protection, since this e-pawn took on f6 instead of the g-pawn. But the good thing for black is that they have two bishops, right? And so they have the two bishop advantage, and if the position opens up, then they can annihilate the position, because two bishops is better than two knights in an open position. So let's figure out how Hikaru Nakamura navigated through this. After e takes on f6, what was played next? An old, wise, beautiful black skin man. What? YouTube is so behind Twitch. My bad, chess noob. Are we going to be doing a Blitz and Bullet, or are we strictly doing a chess lesson? We're strictly doing a chess lesson today. Bishop e5, e4. I'm seeing all your answers. I'm liking all the guesses, but those aren't the moves that was played here. I'm going to give y'all a good 30 seconds to think about this. And Hikaru Nakamura definitely didn't move a bishop. He definitely did not develop his bishop on f1. He started to get the knights involved, but the knights can go to a few different squares that is really good. We got knight e2, knight f3, knight c3, knight d2, maybe knight e3. I don't know. I don't know how crazy you want to be, but what's going to be played next? Jamie Gomez, thank you for the move. I appreciate you. We got this next move, knight to c3. And there's a reason why this move is played. Let me tell you about it, since I'm a Trompowsky type of guy. The knight develops to c3 to attack this pawn on d5, and what white wants to do is gang up on this pretty much isolated d pawn on d5 here. And I say it's kind of isolated because this c pawn is going to either get traded or pushed. And once this pawn is pushed, that pawn is going to be really weak, and we want to attack it as much as possible. So after knight to c3, the opponent played bishop to e6. They want to solidify that pawn on d5 because they know that's going to be a huge weakness against our knights as the white pieces. What do we play next here? What do we play next here? What do you think? Like I said before, we want to kind of gang up on the d5 pawn, but we need to figure out how to develop our knights, our bishop, and eventually castle our king. e4? Not now, Bread, chill, Bread. Hey, I like bread. I like low calorie bread. But hey, we need to chill right now. Let's get into it. Not e4. We want to attack the weakness, not immediately trade off the weakness with our good pawn. g3. I get, okay, so I do get that move. So good job on finding that. g3, bishop g2, attack this d5 pawn. That's usually what I do. But Hikaru Nakamura actually went a different route. 9 Gnome, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to head out. Much love. Thank you, Chessman Riz. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. My first thoughts are knight to f3 and g3. Okay. Well, he actually didn't do knight to f3. And Brett, okay, so I think some people's getting it now. I think Brett got it now. And most people actually ignore this move because most people don't know how to use this kind of maneuver in their actual chess games. But this is a good developing move here. Knight g to e2. Basically paying attention on how we want to, or like what squares we want to put our pieces at. Because eventually we can go knight to e2, knight to f4, put more pressure on this d5 pawn. And at the current moment right now, this knight is solidifying this pawn on d4. So if black ever wants to take, we're going to plant a knight on d4 and basically take over. Black decided to do this move, knight to c6, to attack the pawn one more time. What do we do next? What do we play? Do we worry about something like that? Rock, thank you for the follow. Colin, thank you for the follow. A3. A3 is really cool. A3 is a cool move to stop the move bishop to b4 from happening. Very strategic. Most likely playable. Castle kingside is not a thing right now. Thank you for the follows. I love chess and Phil's juice. Chess lessons now. Let's go. I can get better. I love chess. Let's get it. Thank you for all the follows. Is this a Grandmaster game? This is Hikaru Nakamura going against Benjamin. And this is one of the games that he's trying to get to the candidates with. Everybody think it's controversial that he's trying to meet the 40 move quota to get to the candidates because he's the second highest rated chess player in the whole world. Knight to f4, not knight to f4 right now. We do need to get the king castle.
Get the hell out! Get out!
We do need to get the king castle.
Get out!
Okay, so nobody got the next move. I'm going to give y'all 15 more seconds to figure out this next move. If our idea is to play knight to f4 to target the d5 pawn, would g3 be a good... Yeah, g3 would be a good idea to attack that pawn. Just, he went a different direction. Janet Graham, hello, hello. Knight to b5, that is moving a piece that's already developed. And we want to move a different piece. We want to keep on activating the pieces that we don't have out yet. Just how? Kitlat, you're correct. I like bullets, so there's like no theory in my game. Queen d2. Yes, sir. What is the idea? Well, clearly taking the pawn and castling queenside, targeting this d5 pawn. It all kind of, this whole gameplay kind of revolves around this d5 pawn when you're playing a Trompowsky, when you're playing like this. Queen d2, and then black panicked, and he played this move, c4. And usually, I would feel happy with my opponent playing this move c4, which solidifies this pawn as just a really bad piece. It's so bad that knight to f4 is a really good move now. But Hikaru Nakamura actually played this slowly and strategically. He did not want to see a certain move on the board. What is that move exactly? Castle kingside. Thank you for the follow. MK. E4 now. Not E4, not E4. Patcher Gamer, you're correct. I need to learn. Can you teach me? Yes, sir. I'm teaching right now. Just listen to me. Are there... Bro, what the heck? What is wrong with you? Dude, like, get out of here. What the heck? Y'all, hey, can y'all stop wilding? Can y'all stop wilding? What did I say? No politics, nothing controversial in this chat right now. This is purely a chess lesson chat. All I want to see is algebraic notation. A3, A6, and then what else? What are we playing next? What are we doing here? First quarter, thank you for the follow. EXO, thank you for the follow. Ref, do something, thank you for the follow. And make sure that y'all keep on liking too, wherever you are at. YouTube, TikTok, etc. Queen a5, g3. Jason, the next move I was playing, which I think is very natural, is g3, even though the computer thinks that this is an inaccurate move. But it kind of makes sense because we want to put more pressure on this d5 pawn. Like I said before, White's plan is very simple here. So after g3, a human move, bishop to d6, and then what is played next? Y'all should all get this move. If we're going to start a fianchetto, we might as well accomplish the fianchetto. Complete it. Don't just wait. Don't do another move. Complete it. Unless your opponent is giving you pieces, complete the fianchetto while you still can. This dude said hurry up like I was going to listen to that. I'm trying to teach here. So I'm going to give you as many principles as possible. And one of them is going to stick. And that's the one that's going to win you your next game. That's what people usually tells me after these live streams. Everybody got this next move right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bishop to g2. Attacking this pawn on d5. Now there's a threat. Now there's a threat. And the move that was played was knight to e7. Both of them playing really well. But now, what do we play? In Bread, I need you to come now. I need you to get here. How do you identify where to apply pressure? Well, the easiest way to identify where to apply pressure, the easiest way where you could identify to where to apply pressure is learning pawn structures. And if you know pawn structures, then you can apply pressure at the weak pawns. So if you see double pawns, you can apply pressure at the double pawns. If you see pawns that are by themselves, isolated, have no friends, attack that pawn until it is no more. And so that's what we did here. And Hikaru Nakamura finally did the Brett suggestion of playing e4. e4, very good. Opening up the center, and all of our minor pieces are developed. Both kings are still in the center, so that doesn't matter. And let's see what happens here. After e4, Black was like, I'm not taking that pawn. Bishop c7, like, what are we talking about? We're just gonna solidify this d5 pawn here. I know it's weak, but that's all that White can do. Thank you for the follow. So, what do both players do now? And where's my stick at? Because sometimes y'all be acting up. What do both players do now? Cease Banks, thank you for the follow. Logan, thank you for the follow. Make sure that you keep on liking. We need to get to 10K likes on TikTok. Now Castle Long. Castle Long? Better Bell, he wants to fight. It's a little bit scary to Castle Long because they have this immediate move B5 and B4 that can happen. And then A5, just sacking all the pawns on the queen side, and the rook is already on the A file. So we do have to be careful of that. Even though we're Hikaru Nakamura, doesn't mean that we can survive anything. All right, take. A lot of people saying take, knight to F4. All those moves make sense, but since the center is opening up, the key principle is to get the king castle. So, Hikaru Nakamura castled his king. His opponent castled his king. Now, once the king is safe, binge watching Netflix, whatever he's binge watching, Squid Game season 3. What's some other shows on Netflix? I don't know. Whatever is popular. Now that the king is safe, he's going to come back out in the end game. But now since the king is safe, let's start attacking. Let's start battling with the rest of our pieces. What is the plan? What is the plan? Rook to E1. Okay. We need something more in a hurry than rook to E1. Oh, I love chess. You are correct. We have this move. E takes on D5. E takes on D5 here. Knight takes on D5 here. And then what? Do y'all think Hikaru Nakamura is a player that would exchange pieces like knight takes on D5, bishop takes on D5, bishop takes on D5, queen takes on D5? Does that seem like something Hikaru Nakamura would do? Or would it be something else? That's the main question. And if you're having trouble thinking about this, one thing that we need to focus on is making our opponent the most uncomfortable. Would he be more comfortable with us taking or with us keeping the pieces on the board? Because just remember, we're trying to win at chess, right? So the longer we have the pieces on the board, the more times that he have to make a mistake where we can pounce on them and then eventually win the game. That's a psychological process of what we're trying to do here. Yeah, keep the pieces. And so that's why you're correct, and everybody else that guessed it, knight to E4 was made. Because he's Hikaru Nakamura, and you're not sacrificing anything by doing this move knight to E4. The position is pretty much stable. And you might have a protected pass pawn on D4 eventually. So after knight to E4, bishop to A5 happened. What do we obviously do? Do we do rook to E1 at this moment? What do we play here in this position? There's a clear threat, right? Along this diagonal of this bishop attacking us. How do we get rid of that threat? Rook D1, rook A D1. What's the idea of it? The idea of knight to E4, keeping the pieces on the board, targeting this square on C5. Yes, everybody got it. Even Levon, who else? SD Steve, Kitlat, who else got it? Now we do need to, okay, I see a lot of people saying B4, but remember, if you don't know what en passant is, look it up now, all right? That's why you're not improving, because you don't know what en passant is. Look this term up now. This would be bad for you. Then you're gonna realize, okay, what just happened here on the board? But this is a legal move, so that's why we should not have played B4, but do what Hikaru Nakamura did and play C3. After C3, F5, I don't know what that really does. It definitely does put our knight on the square where we needed it to go. Where are we going to put this knight? This pawn is attacking our knight. What is the square? KZ, thank you for the follow. Prince J, thank you for the follow. FZ, thank you for the follow. Who? Oh, dang. Thickinator? Thickinator. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Y'all got some silly names. It's 2025. I wanted to go to C5 anyway. Yes, sir. Better Bell, you are correct. Not knight to G5. with knight to g5, we will be threatening the bishop, but yeah, I kind of like knight to c5, just a tad bit better because the pawn is defending the knight instead of the queen defending the knight. I know, pretty much same move. We're attacking the bishop, but just follow along with me. It's better for the pawns to defend our pieces than the queen to be stuck defending a piece that is less value. And that principle is going to take you a long way if you cherish that. Like, honestly, I don't know why y'all don't have like a pencil and paper while listening to these live streams, because I be laying out a whole bunch of principles that y'all need to write down. But anyway, knight to c5. That's the move. Knight to c5. And then we got this move that happened here, b6. And wildly enough, b6 ruined black's whole position, and Hikaru Nakamura took advantage of it. How does he do that? Jojo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows. Brand, thank you for sharing the live stream. Got it. Repeat the principle. Hey, remember me, man? Yes, sir. Denzel, how you doing? I love chess. Knight b7 is my instinct. Knight b7 is your instinct. Just attacking the queen? Well, remember, if we do knight to b7, queen moves, we take bishop on a5. This bishop is not such a great piece after this move b6. Within the middle game, you might think, oh, a knight stays 3 points, or a bishop stays 3 points, or a pawn stays 1 point, or a queen stays 9 points. But actually, the value of the pieces changes each and every move. And so would it be a good idea to exchange our knight for this bishop at this moment? Just ask that question. Yo, my sister. Yo, my sister is pregnant. I guess congrats if she's married to another man, or like if she's in a relationship. I don't know about your sister's life. Like, what the heck? Is he reading our chat or another chat? I'm reading everybody's chat. Oh yes, just to confirm, I am streaming on multiple platforms. YouTube, Purple streaming. I mean, the Purple area, things of that nature. Cody, you are correct. And everybody else, Kid Lad, yes. We got this move, knight takes on e6. Knight takes on e6. F takes on e6. Oh, Twitch. I'll just say Twitch, whatever. F takes on e6. And this is completely losing for black, strategically. Strategically. This is why it's important to remember strategy. What's so losing? Well, this pawn is a backwards pawn. Really bad. This bishop is basically another pawn. That's really bad. And we're going to keep on threatening things so that this bishop never comes out. How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we set up more threats? Let's look at our pieces. Let's look at our pieces and figure out exactly what piece needs to be activated at this present moment. B4, wait, no, B4. Yeah, no B4 right now because of en passant. Not because I've got her pregnant, just weird timing. Any fatherhood advice? Any fatherhood advice? I got 2 kids. I would say communicate, do the best for them, make sure you read to them, make sure they learn how to read, write, etc. Inspire them to be the best person that they can be and be responsible adults. Knight to f4 is strong now. All the people that are saying rook f to e1, you're correct. Kid Lad is saying it. Jackson's is saying it. Yeah. Rook f to e1. Getting ready to attack this pawn. Because knight to f4, yes, you are immediately attacking stuff. But the more pieces that we get out to attack our opponent's weaknesses, the game is just going to... it's just going to be over right off the bat, the more pieces that we got developed. After rook f to e1, the opponent played this move rook to a7. And then what do? We got a combination. We got a sequence of moves that we can do now. What do y'all think? Lorncho, thank you for the follow. Mula, thank you for the follow. RJ, thank you for the follow. Thank you for all the likes too. We got the 10K likes on TikTok. Really cool. Really cool. Thank you for sharing the live stream too. Knight to e4. When was this game? This game was actually played this week. Weirdly enough. I think today, actually. Or maybe yesterday. Knight to e4, f4, knight to f4. So there's this crazy move that happened. And Levon got it. Here's this crazy move that happened. Bishop takes on d5. I know most people wouldn't give away their Fiend Kettle Bishop, but this was the best move in the position. Why? Well, let's see what happens after e takes on d5. What happens? We just made a backwards pawn into a regular pawn. What was Hikaru Nakamura thinking? Well, we got rid of their best piece, and now we're going to maximize our activity of pieces. And Lex Gonzalez, you are correct. Everybody's correct. Everybody got it. I love chess. You're correct. Yeah, now knight to f4 is even better, because beforehand, if we did knight to f4, still good, but you know, this is so much better. We got the knight on f4. We got the rook on the e file. Yeah, there's so many weaknesses in Black's camp. It's too late to save their position now. This bishop on a5 is still a pawn. Just remember that. This bishop is actually less valuable than a pawn. It's not targeting anything at all. Just this wall of pawns right here. So I want you to remember that. Think about the material count of that piece and think about, is it lower now in the position or is it more superior? Because this knight, you could say that it's actually way more valuable than 3 points at this present moment. We're threatening a fork right now, knight to e6, and we're threatening this pawn on d5. So after knight to f4, rook to f6, trying to get out of that fork, and then what is played? The rook on e1 has a purpose. We put the rook on e1 for what reason? We did this combination of bishop takes on d5 to set up this next exact position. What is it? Better Bell, you're correct. Nomad, let me see. Okay, I see why y'all want to do queen to e3, just doubling up, but this next move is way more powerful. And damn, you don't ever got a name. Ken, you got it too. Everybody that said rook to e5, you're correct. Rook to e5 is really good. And for all the new viewers here, we're trying to figure out the best moves for white at the present moment right now. Rook to e5, and we're attacking this d5 pawn. It's funny how I've been saying this whole time, and this is why I love the Trompowsky attack. That d5, like once c4 happened, this d5 pawn was going to get attacked throughout the whole entire game. And just because Black has a double bishop advantage doesn't mean that it's really at an advantage. It just depends on the position. And so after rook to e5, rook d7, you have a queen and a rook defending a pawn that costs 1 point. You know when this is happening, that's really bad. And our queen is still free to roam around wherever it wants. After rook to d7, what do we do next here? What is another threat? Because they can, if we let them get too many moves off, they can get their position back. Like, for example, if we gave them 2 moves, they could do like b5, bishop c7, and we don't know who's winning that. So we got to keep on creating threats. Keenan, you're correct. Thickinator, you're correct. Yeah, I like the moves that y'all thinking about. Amel James, you're correct. Better Bell, yes sir. Everybody got this. Donkey, Donkey got it. What game is this? This is Hikaru Nakamura against Benjamin. Rook A to E1. Now we're threatening something sneaky. We're threatening to do rook to E8. Now they have to guard against this, and also this pawn, and also this bishop is staying stuck on the queen side, being another pawn, and this is what I like to call overloading the opponent with problems. That dude literally has 99 problems, and a bishop is one. Like, it's crazy. So after rook A to E1, king to F7, what do we do next here? How do we cause more problems? How do we keep on piling up? The rook is overworked. Yeah, DeAndre, I see you. Let's get it. And guess what? This game ends in 3 more moves. This game ends in 3 more moves. Queen e2. And now we can do rook to e1 again. And threaten maybe eventually queen... Well, not that yet. I was thinking like queen to e6, but this is... I forgot that this was a rook right here on f6. That is so weird. This rook is actually almost as weak as this bishop on a5. It's crazy. Queen to e2. g6. They're just figuring out what to do here. And then we got to think of a plan. Got to think of a plan. And we got to make sure that the opponent knows that their position is hopeless. Knight to h5, knight to f5. Would queen e4 work? What do you mean? Queen e4 is crazy. Queen e4. Oh, queen e3. Yeah. Queen e2, queen e3 does the exact same thing. But I like queen e2. So the opponent did g6 for a reason, just in case if white wanted to do queen h5. And so that's like the little difference between queen e3, queen e2. Grandmasters utilize all the diagonals, all the files, all the ranks, all the time. All right. Amal James, knight d5. Not knight d5. Not taking that pawn because this rook is still protecting this pawn on d5 twice. So we don't want to give away pieces. But he did utilize this square now. Queen to e8. I mean, not queen to e8, but rook to e8. And then after this last move, queen to c7. What move made black resign? This is the last move that made black resign. What do y'all think? Can y'all get it? Can y'all think like a grandmaster at this present moment? Can y'all think like a grandmaster? Everything went downhill after this last move. Adam, you're correct. Amal James, you're correct. Who else? Who else? A lot of people want to see knight to h5. That is an interesting move, I will say. But they're not forced to take that knight. Queen e7. Evan, you're correct. Luigi, you're correct. So the last move that made black resign was knight takes on d5. After this, the opponent was like, you know what I mean? Might snap a picture because it's Hikaru Nakamura. Because who wouldn't? Hey, he's the guy, so you snap a picture and maybe analyze the game. But knight takes on d5 just crashes everything. And just notice how energy in pieces, like energetic pieces, is beating passive pieces. If you cause a lot of threats, you can get a position like this. If your pieces are dominating your opponents, you can get a position like this. This is basically a pawn. This rook on f6 is basically doing nothing trying to defend this king. We got a rook in their camp taking over the whole 8th rank. This king should be castled over here, but we're in there. But what happens after rook takes on d5? Let's just clarify this for the beginners. Let's just clarify this. Amazing professor. We're not done yet. I just got to make sure that y'all know that this is completely over after rook takes on d5. I just want y'all to know. Monty, thank you for the follow. Sophia Notes, thank you for the follow. Rook e7. I guess you can just get the queen with rook to e7. But there's something actually better than getting the queen. Man, y'all just love getting the queen.
Adams Negu
Nomad, Aldo, Goblins. Yeah, queen e7. That's the move. Some of y'all are queen hungry. Like, dang. Checkmate is definitely better than getting the queen. Because after queen takes on e7, you don't make the mistake of doing this. That would be a sad reality. But we would do rook 1 to e7 first, which is checkmate. All right? So this is how the game would have ended if the game would have continued. That's why black just gave up and resigned. Okay? But we need to torch. No, you do not play with your food ever. Just make sure that you completely finish the plate. Don't play with your food. Anyway, thank you for being here. I'm doing these lessons 10 o'clock Central Time, Monday through Friday. I'll be back here tomorrow. And then plus, if you want to be updated on everything else that I'm doing on YouTube, doing blogs on chess.com, go to the Patreon that's in my profile. It's the first thing that pops up if you click the link tree. And guess what? It is completely free. I will be putting additional content on that free Patreon for people to learn more, ask me questions so that everybody can improve. And then plus in that link tree, I know some people is lost on like what to do next, what to learn next. So I got a chess class curriculum that you can get so that you can know what to improve on next. I got it from like level 1 to level 7. I use that for my chess lessons, but I'm just putting that out there for everybody just to get for free, so nobody's lost on what you should be learning. Like, for example, if you don't know what interference is or like windmills in chess, you're going to need that curriculum. Instead of just like looking at, you're up here trying to find the perfect YouTube video that's going to get you above 1000 ELO, when you could just get that curriculum and look up videos on every single subject and just learn something every single day. All right, any questions? Concerns? Any chess questions? This is y'all time now. Y'all can ask me anything. What do y'all got? Can you teach the Catalan? Well, I can't teach the exact variations, but let me see. I can set this back up. Like, I love the Catalan. The Catalan is one of my favorite openings. I just, I win more games with the Trompowsky. And as you become a stronger chess player, you have to go with the opening that wins you the most games. Against your will, you got to go with that opening. All right, so let me see. We got the Catalan here. Just hold your questions if I'm not getting to it really quickly. Let me just show what the Catalan looks like for all the beginners. Okay, we're almost got it. Hikaru Nakamura is the guy, like always. Yeah, the Catalan looks like this. D4, knight to F6. We have this move, C4, E6, knight to F3, D5, and G3 is the Catalan. This is what the Catalan setup looks like. Some principles that you can learn from the Catalan opening is that this diagonal is really important. So you don't want to get rid of this bishop on F1. That's going to be your best bishop. And you want to open up the position because you want to take control of this diagonal. That's why we got the pawn on C4 and why this is a powerful opening that grandmasters win with all the time. There's like grandmasters like Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura. What was I forgot the previous world champion. Ding Laren. He was popular with the Catalan. He actually made a whole career out of it. Bro, what is wrong with you? Some animals in the YouTube chat. How are y'all more unhinged than the TikTok chat? That's what I need to understand. That's what I need to understand. This looks similar to the Queen's Gambit decline. Yeah, it is very similar, but you do this move G3. This is very similar. Vince, thank you for the follow. Not Kukesh. He's the present world champion. I'm talking about Ding Liren. Percentage of wins. I think white wins more with the Catalan. Can you go over the Slav? I am trying to learn more openings for black and I struggle, not gonna lie. Yeah, the Slav is very interesting because with the Slav, I play the Slav. The Slav defense is a very solid opening. So D4, D5, C4, C6, just solidifying the D5 pawn, playing a very, it's kind of a passive position depending on what white plays, but there are some variations that can get a little bit hectic. And your main goal in the Slav defense is, okay, if they trade the pawn, then this makes this a very kind of straightforward opening, right? Because it's going to be more about piece play than actually about the pawns and making pawn breaks, because we have a static position. Now, what is static positions, you're probably asking yourself? Well, static positions is when you have the pawns on the same file. And that's why when chess players, when grandmasters is facing weaker players, they want dynamic positions because they know that they can take advantage of strategic things that you probably don't know. And so, yeah, these usually are boring positions, just like the exchange variation of the French defense. Now, they don't have to do that. White doesn't have to do that. If you don't know what to do against the Slav defense, I would suggest do something like that, right? But, yeah, this is a very solid opening. they probably would do like C3, knight F3, etc., and then develop pieces. You make like a little tower with the black pieces. You do knight to F6. You get the bishop out. Well, actually, not get the bishop out. Probably take the pawn first and then get the bishop out. But yeah, this is how you play the Slav defense. Just a general idea. I'll explain it more in the Patreon probably. If you ask me in the Patreon to make a video on the Slav defense, I can make a good principle video on the Slav, or even the Catalan too. That would be pretty cool to do. But you have to ask me in the Patreon. I literally have a message. One of the first messages you should see is, hey, give me like ideas of what videos that y'all need here in the Patreon, and it's free. So like, why wouldn't you utilize that? Vienna Gambit, best opening for a player between 700 and 1100. Yeah, I like the Vienna Gambit. Just to let you know, you helped me get to 1800 ELO. Really appreciate it. Hey, let's go. Look, see? Prime example. I say these principles for you to remember. And I was being pretty honest when I said the next lesson tomorrow, y'all should get out a pen and paper. Okay? Because I'm saying these principles for at least one of them to hit, even though I'm saying like 10 principles in each lesson for y'all to learn. Like, and you already know how it goes, right? You don't remember all of the content. You only remember like 80%. So it's good for you to take notes, review it, and then keep on reviewing it every single week so that you remember it and so that it's in your heart, all right, when you play your next chess game. Especially for all my people that's trying to get over 2,000. I know the opening theory, but it became hard to develop the queenside pieces correctly, and also, yeah. So when you say you know the opening theory, do you really know the opening theory? That would be my question. Because I know a lot of people say that they know. They would like watch one video on YouTube and then, I know what I'm supposed to do. But I would say if you're still having trouble with developing the queenside pieces, you might have to create a database. You might have to do your own homework, because you shouldn't be having trouble developing the queenside pieces. Like, for instance, I even play my Slav defense a little bit differently than others. Like, for example, after knight F3, knight to F6, let's say they do knight to C3, I play like the chameleon variation so that I can develop my bishop. So, for instance, if they do, if they do like E3, I can develop my bishop to F5, and if they play queen to B3, I have this extra move, B5, immediately. So I don't have to deal with like B7 troubles. I can develop my light square bishop on F5 with no problems whatsoever. All right, so that's why I play the chameleon. It's very easy for blitz, for bullet, and if I want to go into something more complicated, I'll play something else in classical. What's the best chess player? Magnus Carlsen, of course. I guess Kukesh is second since he's the world champion, but I know people would argue with me about that. So, whatever's your opinion is your opinion. But I would say Magnus Carlsen, and then second Fabiano Caruana, and then third it actually might be Hikaru Nakamura right now, but I don't know, because we got some newcomers that might be taking over the field. It might be Kukesh. It might be Nurderbeck. It might be... I just don't know. With all the young people around, I just don't know who's better than who yet. Do you think you could beat any top 25 player? No. Even I can't. Because guess what? I got a full-time job. I don't do chess 8 hours a day. I don't study chess 8 hours a day. I got a wife and kids. And yeah, like... I got other stuff to do. Daniel's like number 2, Hikaru. I would argue about that. I think Fabiano Caruana is second. What's a good starter opening for black? I'd be winning as white, but lose almost every game with playing second. I would say a good starter opening is just doing E4, E5. And then if the opponent plays D4, you play D5. Play classical openings. Get away from the hypermodern openings, just doing the perk or whatever. Just play some regular chess first and learn the principles first. Ambitious, lazy to study, sometimes medium. Thank you for all the gifts too. I appreciate everybody that's gifting on TikTok. Any last questions? Do you know Stonewall opening? Yes, I do. and it's really good. I see there's a streamer, Rosie. He plays it all the time. He's very successful with Bullet. I just feel like with longer time control, like a stronger player, which just you can get a draw very simply with the stone wall. Teach me your ways. Wait a minute. Why is all these people coming in? Coming on Twitch. Hey, what's up, Org? How y'all doing? Make sure that you follow if you want to learn more. I will be doing another chess lesson tomorrow, 10 o'clock Central Time, where I can buy the chessboard and the pieces. Please tell you can buy this on Amazon, man, or just go to my link tree in my profile and go to my Amazon store. Well, I'm practicing in it every game to practice. To perfect it, and I think I am improving also, so I would know the correct sequence in the future. Yeah, TJ, what I would say, thank you for all the follows too on Twitch, I appreciate it. But what I would say is, after every loss in the Slav defense, I would go put it in your database. That would be the best way to do it. Oh, did the sound go off? All right, I'm back. Don't worry. I'm back. So, oh yeah, do we got that pin on Twitch now? So join that Patreon if you want like free content. If you want to ask me any questions, go do it on that Patreon so that I have everybody in the same spot instead of me going to chess.com, Instagram, etc. I just want everything in one area. What a pro to have one. Yes, sir, Miranda. I have been doing this for a while. What you mean? We will always be prepared. Just like in chess, you should always be prepared. You should never feel uncomfortable playing a game if you're trying to become better. I recognize this position from Gotham Recap. Oh, you do? Okay. Yo, H1 sent message. Not sure if you saw. What message did you send, Chess Noob? Where was it at? Is there a book I should read as a beginner in chess? Any encyclopedia book for beginners would benefit anybody. What's the best chess app to play? I would say chess.com, but it's kind of cheating because this is a chess.com stream. But there are clearly other apps and other platforms. Yeah. H1, who's your GOAT? Mine's is Bobby Fischer. GOAT? That's a difficult question. People would, oh my goodness. I would have to say Magnus Carlsen. I would have to say. Or Garry Kasparov. Bobby Fischer's cool too. But he did hate the game. So it's kind of hard to say Bobby Fischer. I did like Mikhail Tal a lot too. There's so many good players. I don't know. That's a hard subjective answer. Can you teach us how to play chess? I have a whole playlist on the profile that you're on in that app that you're on right now. I have a whole playlist in the profile of like beginner stuff that you need to know of how to move the pieces. Now, granted, those videos I made maybe like 5 years ago, but good thing about chess is that the pieces still move the exact same way even 5 years ago. So you might see like little H1 that's 22, bright, young, maybe a little bit more handsome, trying to teach you how the knight moves or how the rook moves. In terms about openings and basic techniques, yeah, understanding openings and the psychology of openings is what most players don't know. And so I do need to make a video about that. I'll probably just put it on the Patreon. You should do a vid on the Blumenfeld attack on the Scotch. Bro, I know you love that. I will study it. Bro, Franz, you should join the Patreon too, bro. Honestly, we can collab on a video for everybody. And you can just show everybody how to play that opening. I wouldn't even care. I want to build a chess community for everybody just to learn how to play chess. And it's free too, so it's not like I'm charging people $500 a month. That would be crazy. Miranda, thank you for the follow. Do you have a YouTube? Yes, I do have a YouTube. My Twitch name is H1 Chess. My YouTube is called Chess Knowledge with H1. Just got a plaque recently from passing 100,000 subscribers. So you already know it has to have a whole bunch of information And knowledge for y'all, if I got over 100,000 subscribers, I would go watch those videos. Chasen, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll go tap in. Let's go, Franz. Let's go. Hey, you got to talk to me in the Discord. You can show me what the Lucina versus the Philodor position. Yeah, I could. Just the sad part is, like, and this is the other reason why I made Patreon, is that those videos aren't going to do well on YouTube. Those videos never do well. Because everybody wants to learn opening traps. And so, yeah. Yeah, we got the 100K. Don't worry. We did get this. Thank you, Kidlot. I appreciate it. I probably wouldn't even let you. What the heck? Okay, thank you, sir. Now I'm subscribed already. Let's go. Yeah, some of y'all is probably already subscribed and y'all didn't know. All right, cool. That's pretty much it. I will see y'all later. Keep on fighting to the end, staying focused in chess and in real life too. I'm gonna end the stream on TikTok first, and then we're gonna raid somebody on Twitch. Okay, sounds good. I will see y'all tomorrow, same time. Like, I'm gonna be here. If you want to be notified, join the Discord. I don't only have a Patreon, but I have a Discord. Join that if you're more like in tune with Discord than Patreon. Like, I got these platforms for a reason. 10 o'clock Central Time. I'll be here, or around that time. Sometimes your boy has to get stuff ready. No excuses, but yeah, I'll be here. See y'all later. What's your number? 816 5491. He really thought I was gonna tell me. He really thought I was gonna tell him my number. How would that benefit me?
Also, where the push-ups? You said you were going to do shocked face.
Also, where's the... Oh my goodness, you remember the push-ups? Oh my gosh. Bro, you see me in a vest and you want me to do some push-ups. And Jude, the Cosby sweater is crazy. The Cosby sweater is crazy calling this the... Man, I will do the 35 push-ups. Dang it. Bro, y'all know I'm getting older. Y'all see me wearing a vest, and not only a vest, but I got slacks on. And you want me to do push-ups? I got slacks on. Probably pre-recorded. Oh yeah, let me do my annual backflip just to confirm that this is not pre-recorded. Bro's embracing old age. Might as well, bro. After you're past 25, there's nothing else to do. Like, I don't even know what the lingo is anymore. The last lingo that I kind of knew was skippity toilet, but other than that, I don't know what's new. Like, what's the new thing? Is it still swag? I don't know. Let me do these 35 dang push-ups, and then we're gonna head out. Well, answer me then, fool. Mickey, who you calling fool? Thanks for ignoring my question. What do you mean I scrolled right? Bro, hey, if you don't be more... Let me see. What question did you ask? It better not be some lame question. Now you're getting me mad. Let me see. What's your question? Mickey, I swear, did you even ask a question? Nah, I'm on your head top now. Did you even ask a question? Nah, don't run away. Thanks for ignoring my question. I don't even see a question. What was the question? Mickey. It's always a Mickey. I swear, it's always a guy named Mickey. I don't ever see a question. You asked me a question twice. How long ago was that? If there's like 20 people ahead of your question, how was I supposed to find it? YouTube chat was moving fast. I forgot it's delayed, so I gotta wait a minute for him. Let me start these dang push-ups. Here's the balls. Let me start these dang push-ups. What is the chess anyway? We just got done with it. The current lingo is 6 to 7. I don't know it either. The current lingo is 6 to 7. I don't know it. What the heck does that mean? What the heck does that mean? Mickey, ask the question. I'm gonna be charitable. Okay, Mickey, I feel like being nice. I'm in a vest. I'm in a Cosby sweater. I feel like being nice. Ask the question one more time, and I will answer it. And it better be a good question for you to be on my head top. I'm gonna be nice today. Now we're connected, Mickey. Now we're one flesh, Mickey. Oh gosh, sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All right. Your question better be up. His question is not up. All right, Mickey. I trusted in you.
It's your worst nightmare. Chess Snoop redeemed 10 squats while you're in slacks.
Dude, give him those. Y'all know I'm not doing squats, right? Y'all get I'm not doing squats. Give him those points back. That's not happening. He's good. I'm not tearing up these pants. Not today. No siree. All right. Push-ups, cool. Like jeans, kind of cool. But I can always buy new jeans. But these pants, come on now. That's not happening. This dude Mickey's playing with me. He's getting me riled up. I'm done. I'm done. All right. Let's raise somebody on Twitch. In the military, people say you're either going to be really smart or really strong. And you are both. Dang. Hey, thank you, Dr. Schultz. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I try to do the best I can to give y'all the chess knowledge, chess wisdom, chess understanding. Anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow, 10 o'clock Central Time. I'll make sure to schedule it on YouTube too. And yeah, go from there. See y'all later. Okay, YouTube is going.